Raggy dolls, raggy dolls, dolls like you and me. Raggy dolls, raggy dolls, made him perfectly. So if you got a bump on your nose or lumps on your toes, do not despair. Be like the raggy dolls and say I just don't care. 'Cause raggy dolls are happy just to be. Raggy dolls, dolls like you and me.
One day, Princess couldn't help noticing that all the other raggy dolls left her alone, as if there was something wrong with her. "Excusez-moi," said Claude, "but I cannot talk with you now." He headed off in the direction of the canteen. Lucy was in the workshop. So was Hi-Fi. When they saw Princess coming, they shut the door and locked it. Even Dotty was behaving mysteriously. She knocked on the workshop door and whispered, "It's me, Dotty, open up." The door opened a crack and Dotty slipped inside. Then Princess heard the key turning again in the lock. She couldn't understand it. She looked out of the factory window and saw Sadsack plodding off through the snow. Where was he going with a ladder under his arm on a Sunday morning? At lunchtime, only Back to Front turned up. And as he faced the wrong way, he wasn't the easiest raggy doll to talk to. I was wondering," said Princess, "whether anything's the matter." No, why should it be?" asked Back to Front. "The others, they aren't here. Haven't you noticed?" Well, it's nice to be on your own sometimes, isn't it?" said Back to Front. "Oh, yes, I suppose so," agreed Princess. Sadsack trudged through the snow till he came to Hunter's Wood. There was a tree growing there with mistletoe hanging from its branches. Dotty had noticed it some weeks ago when they were out for a walk. "What on earth does she want this for?" thought Sadsack. "Oh, well, ours not to reason why. I'd better get on with it, I suppose." He collected a big bunch of mistletoe, climbed down his ladder, and set off for home again. Meanwhile, back in the workshop, Lucy was making paper chains. They were strewn all over the floor. Dotty was painting a large card. She wouldn't let anyone see it till it was ready, but they could guess the colours she was using. Hi-Fi was recording some music. Hello, Princess," said Back to Front. "Oh," cried Princess, taken by surprise. "Are you any good with a needle?" asked Back to Front. "A needle?" exclaimed Princess. Back to Front showed her his top hat. The brim was hanging by a thread. "Whatever do you want a top hat for?" asked Princess. "Ah, well," said Back to Front mysteriously. "I expect I could mend it," said Princess, examining the brim carefully. How long will it take you?" "Oh, about an hour, I should think." "Terrific," said Back to Front. "You've got till tea time." In the canteen, Claude was also hard at work. He'd baked a huge chocolate cake, the best he'd ever made. Sadsack was home again, licking out the bowls. "Not bad," said Sadsack. "I've tasted worse." "All we need now," said Claude, "is a candle. Where do we find a candle, mon ami?" "There might be one in Mr. Grimes's office," said Sadsack. "You know, in case of a power cut." "Bon, we will, how you say, borrow it," said Claude. "It is the weekend. He will not notice." Princess had mended the top hat easily. She was trying it on when Back to Front returned, looking even more mysterious. "Whatever's in there?" asked Princess. It's a surprise," said Back to Front. Why don't you go back to the reject bin, Princess, and have a little kip or something, before all the excitement." "What excitement?" asked Princess. "Oh, did I say excitement?" said Back to Front. "I don't remember saying excitement." Princess sat alone in the reject bin, thinking. It was about tea time. Soon she would know what her friends were up to. She had a feeling it was to do with her. Could it be? Yes, thought Princess suddenly. It is! It must be! The factory clock struck the hour. 3 o'clock. It was getting dark already. Not long now before the Raggy dolls would meet for tea. Then Princess would find out if she'd guessed their secret. But I'm going to surprise them back, she thought. I'll have to be quick about it, though. There isn't much time. Then Princess did a strange thing. She made sure she was alone. Then she went to the window and opened it and called very softly into the darkness. To-wit, to-woo, to-wit, to-woo. Presently, there was an answering call from far away. To-wit, to-woo, to-wit, to-woo. And a shape came flying across the rooftops, soft and feathery in the gathering dusk. It landed on the windowsill beside Princess. Hello, what can I do for you? It asked. Oh, well, Owl, said Princess, it's to be a surprise. Hi-Fi had recorded the accompaniment on his headphones. The Raggy dolls gathered round the reject bin and began to sing. Ready, everybody? 1, 2, 3.
Happy Binday to you. Happy Binday to you. Happy Binday, dear Princess. Happy Binday to you.
Then Claude produced his cake, with Mr. Grimes' candle on it. 1 candle because you arrived 1 year ago, explained Dotty. You're the youngest. Sad Sack came first. He was alone for ages and ages. Ages and ages. Then I came, then Hi-Fi, then Lucy, then back to front, and then Claude. Have a piece of Binday cake, said Claude. It is delicieux, the best, made entirely by me. Lucy decorated the reject bin with her paper chains, and Sad Sack hung some mistletoe from the nearest lamp. What's that for? Asked Lucy. I don't know, said Sad Sack. It's Dotty's idea. You kiss under mistletoe, explained Dotty. Now we can all give Princess a Binday kiss. Oh, no. Do we have to? Complained Sad Sack. Yes, we must, said Dotty firmly, to show her how much we love her, and in case she had any doubts. Go on, Sad Sack, give her a kiss. I wouldn't have picked it if I'd known, grumbled Sad Sack. Then Dotty gave Princess the card she'd been making. Inside, it said, Happy Binday to Princess from all her Raggy doll friends. Now I'll entertain you all with a conjuring trick, said Back to Front. Music, please, maestro. Well done for once, said Dotty. I've been practising, said Back to Front. I think you're ever so clever, cried Princess. And now, dear friends, it's time for my surprise. Look. She pointed to the windowsill where her friend Owl had just settled. He's going to take us for a moonlight flight, explained Princess. It's my Binday treat for you. We'll fly over Hunter's Wood and Pumpernickel's Field and Mr. Grimes's toy factory. What a super idea, said Dotty. 3 cheers for Princess. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
I think I'll stay behind. I might not enjoy it,
said Sad Sack. I'm sure you will, said Princess, and she gave him an even bigger kiss.
It's not much of a life when you're just a pretty Look around and you will find people of every kind, like a raggy doll,
Raggy doll,
raggy doll,
raggy doll,
dolls like you and me. Raggy doll,
raggy doll,
raggy doll,
raggy doll,
made imperfectly. So if you're not at ease with your knobbly knees and your fingers are all fuzz, stand on your two left feet and join our raggy doll chums. 'Cause raggy dolls,
raggy doll,
raggy dolls
raggy doll,
are happy just to be raggy dolls.